All right, hey guys, welcome back to part two for the Akhil and Jack podcast.
Jack and Akhil.
Yes, the thing is, we had to cut short early today, again, and we got cut short early yesterday. So hopefully we can fill this up really fast. So the first poem I'm doing of the day is
It's gonna be Akhil's poem, so the hood is going up.
okay, yeah.
Akhil's poem.
So it's called "What's Going On." It was the the statement poem. Like there's a statement you say, but you don't really mean it when you say it. You know what I mean?
Like it is kind of an instinct. You just like,
Right. You're like it's like the weather. You're like asking about the weather, but you know.
Yeah,
the weather
nobody
is.
cares.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
about this poem.
it's true. Also, all right. What's going on? Is wrong with me? I could care less about what is going on with your life. Yet I will still ask you. I will ask you because society says it is polite. I will ask you because I need to maintain a relationship with you.
That's edgy.
This already feels like my tongue is sandpaper, so trust me when I say, from the bottom of my heart, I don't care at all how your day has been going, since my day itself is going terribly. Going on. It kind of doesn't convey properly in voice, but...
So, hold on, the point of the assignment was to, like, say a thing that you normally say, but you put parentheses.
Like what you're thinking when I say it. So I'm just like, hey man, what's going on?
And
but
then,
actually I'm just like, what? I don't give a like, you know what I mean?
let's hope we can... Never mind. Alright, this one, I can relate to this one. I say a lot of things, like, how's it going? Like, I don't care. I like my tongue is like sandpaper. That's some good imagery right there.
Yeah, sandpaper tongue.
I will ask you because I need to maintain a relationship with you. Like,
And there's like some people you're just like, hey man, what's up? But you don't really care at all.
see, I don't care either though.
Yeah, I know. But
So,
for the sake of this poem, got any questions for me on
but let's see. I have a question on why you didn't format it. Like, it's just a single
Right, yeah.
line.
I feel like this could be done better, you know.
Is that something you can improve upon, Akil?
Oh yeah, maybe in my next set of attempts, I'll do it.
I like. I really like the sandpaper. That's a good image put in my mind. The rest of it's kind of vague though. I feel like you could use some better verbs.
Gotcha.
But I think other than that, it's a pretty good poem.
Okay.
So,
yeah. How would you rate it out of 10?
Out of 10, 7.18.
Okay. Can I ask where you got that .18 from?
From the lack of grammar errors.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Cool. Okay, so next off we're going to your poem, which we've said is going to be a grandmama's poem.
Yes, so the assignment of this poem was to write about somebody you admire. So my poem is titled Barb after my grandmother. Oh, my poem, Reveal the Brilliance. So it's about Barb, my grandmother. We're supposed to write about something we admire and be specific about things that you admire about that person. So here's my poem, Barb. Barb isn't and never will be my granny. Barb is and will always be my grandmother. A grandmother who beeps the horn of the 2001 Camry 3 seconds after pulling into the driveway. A grandmother who forces you to cut cucumbers till your hand cramps. A grandmother who will scold you when you forget to look somebody in the eye when meeting him or her. A grandmother who is recognized by her favorite rainbow-colored coat. A grandmother who puts on perfume from Kohl's when she goes out to Palm Court. A grandmother who will shove morals down your throat with a spoonful of sugar. You are and will always be my grandmother. Initial impressions, Akhil?
I like it. It really tells the reader what your grandmother is without ever experiencing them. You know, like it's all these things that are related to you, forcing you to cut cucumbers until your hands cramp.
We cut cucumbers so she could learn how to cut our meat and stuff, so we didn't have to look like fools when we were out to dinner.
Oh, that's perfect.
So I knew how to handle my meat at age 7.
Really? Okay, but I like the way you did that. There's a lot of specific things to your grandmother, and I love the repetition. A grandmother who 15 times. That works really well. I like the distinction between granny and grandmother. She's strict, but she gets the job done as your grandmother.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's pretty clear you're honoring her here. It's nice. I like it.
God bless Barb.
God bless. I give it a 9 out of 10. It's a
Why the -1?
For the fact that, like, there's certain things that didn't make sense to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, real quick. Like, why does the 3 over here? Why do you have it over there rather than next to the seconds? Like, was there a reason you put the pause there?
Well, I had a bunch of lines that were like going out much farther than they need to be.
Oh.
I maybe I could do a better job at breaking up the lines, but originally I had a bunch of lines like just dragging out. It didn't flow very well. Mr. Schiffel suggested that I edit down the lines, but I could probably do that in like a better way.
Okay.
Something I can improve upon.
Well, I liked it. Yeah, got the point across.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we still have time for one more of mine. Okay, so my second poem is called "How Do You Pronounce Your Name?"
Mm-hmm.
The topic was like those stupid questions, you know, like there's always the question that people ask you, like that are always being asked, and they're really annoying questions that can easily be avoided, but you know,
like how's it going?
Exactly. No, it's what's going on. But yeah, so the question today is how do you pronounce your name? Right, my name is like pretty different than a white man's.
Than Jack.
Than Jack. Although your name is kind of unique too, but whatever. It's Akhil. It's Akhil. A lot of like.
Abil?
No, Akhil.
Oh, you just put the ak and the eel together.
Yeah, look at that. But no, a lot of people are just like choke on it and stuff when it's really not that hard at all. A lot of substitutes. So I just tell them to call me George, you know, in the end to make things easier.
You have people call you George?
I'm not even lying to you. I actually have people do that. It's hilarious because they're just like, George.
Well, Akhil, how do you pronounce your name?
Alright, how do you pronounce your name? You can't. It's one of the names that only God can speak. And if you utter it, it will cause the universe to collapse.
What the hell?
How do you pronounce your name? Easy. Just take and kale and shove them together. Pretend they form the right name.
Kale.
How do you pronounce your name? You know what? Forget it. Since you failed pronunciation of basic letters back in grade school, just call me George.
Alright, George.
It'll make life easier for everyone. How do you pronounce your name? Just don't call me anything. In fact, forget who I am. I'll do the same, and let's pretend we never meet. How do you pronounce your name? Pronounce? Oh no, it's Akhil. No, it's Akhil. No, goddammit, it's Akhil. Akhil there. I'm pretty famous, you know. How do you pronounce your name? I don't know you. You don't know me. Let's keep it that way. You can pronounce my name however you want now. How do you pronounce your name? My last name? Oh, you mean the one that rhymes with hair? I'm sorry, it doesn't sound like a foreign Indian word. How do you pronounce your name? I'll tell you how to pronounce my name next time we meet, which is most likely never. How do you pronounce my name? Next time anyone asks me that, I'll just tell them that they're an artifact. Alright, sorry, this line was kind of shoehorned in there for that alliteration, but next time anyone asks me that, I'll just tell them that they are an afterthought of artifacts in Akhil's amazing mind. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Radio. So, what'd you think of my poem, Jack?
So, sorry, I just had a stroke there.
Okay.
So I realized you started repeating the title after every stanza.
Yeah, I get that you wouldn't do that when you're reading it, but yeah.
I kind of like that. I think I've done that actually in multiple poems, even though Schiff said not to do that.
Oh, okay.
But I do that because I like the effect it gives.
Right.
So can you go down just a little bit? My last name. Oh, you mean the one that rhymes with hair?
Mm.
What's your last name?
It's Nair.
That would have been nice to know.
I mean, I think they know that. Like Mr. Schiff knows that, right, Mr. Schiff?
Well, you have to tailor to the reader.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, Mr. Schiff is.
I like how you separate all the stanzas out. It's kind of unique. Is there a reason why you did that?
Oh, it's kind of like back and forth, you know, like this is like doof, doof, like tennis kind of nice.
Almost like a dialogue.
Yeah.
Talk across.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it kind of got messed up in the last line because Google Drive can do that sometimes.
So this last line, what's with the radio?
I was kind of doing this like before I turned it in, so so the radio is just kind of throwing.
You heard it here, folks. Akhil is finishing his projects during the hour.
Yeah. All right. So, give me a rating. Give me some questions for it.
How many times do you think, in an average week, how many times do you think you hear this question? How do you pronounce your name?
Well, you know, like after like the first week of school, it gets a lot easier. But you know, teachers are always not going to be there 100%, and there's always going to be substitutes or some new person. You know, and it's always there, like no matter what. Maybe like 2 or 3 times a week at most.
Mm-hmm. But when you're meeting somebody, you're trying to make an initial impression, and all of a sudden it's, I'm sorry, how do you pronounce that? It's like what?
It's just like, do you
Kinda
want to
throws
know
you
about
off.
my name or me? You know, like.
Ooh, damn! You should have put that in there, Akhil.
Should have.
You know my name, not my story. But wait, you don't know my name,
Mm.
so you don't know my story.
Yeah. So.
Okay, let's go to the next poem.
Okay, you want to do it one of yours now? We have 7
Sure.
minutes.
Alrighty.
This is what's in a name. The basic thing for this one was we just pick it. We're given a name and we have to write about like what we think of that name. So this one was Shane. I was just given the name Shane, and this is how I feel with people named Shane. No offense to you guys. Like, I love
Sorry, Shane's. Apparently.
All right, what's in a name? Shane. Suppose your name is Shane. Shane's like the garbage of all common names. In fact, it's such a bad name that people end up creating a multitude of variations of it, like Sean, Deshaun. When will when will the misery end? It's better conveyed through text rather than. All right, when will the misery end? That's not the only problem. Soon enough, your parents will start to come up with these rhyme-like nicknames. You will be known as Shane the Dame, Shane the Insane, and Shane the Same. It doesn't end with family. You know that annoying friend who never calls you by your real name? Well, guess what? He's not going to call you Sean. He'll say Fawn, Lawn, Shane Dog, and a countless amount of abysmal versions of your name. It'll never end. When you're about 23, you'll start to develop these pimples on your face. That
23?
Yeah, this guy's a late bloomer. That only Shane will get. You will want to change what you've become real fast. Soon you'll realize that being a hipster is the coolest thing in the world. You will start losing all your fat and wearing red flannel shirts. Soda glasses that don't really help your eyesight will appear on your face, and to cover those atrocious pimples, you'll grow a great big mountain beard. Shanes do not stop there. You will start hiking and create a basic Instagram account where hipsters all around the world will begin to follow you. You will never get married because you don't get constrained by societal norms, and you will end up dying alone. Shane's a dumb name. Yeah, so.
That's rough.
No, that's kind of the pun of the
You have a bad experience with a Shane?
No, I mean, in fact, Shane's actually not a horrible name.
Well, you just wrote about it saying it was a horrible
I mean,
name.
that was the assignment. I was given, like, Shane, and he was just like, if you don't like the, even if you don't like the name, just write something bad about it. So, tell me your initial thoughts.
I'm intrigued by, were you inspired by anybody?
I don't actually know anyone named Shane except that YouTuber, and it's pretty annoying, so.
Shane Dawson?
Yeah.
I wonder if he's one of our viewers.
Hey, Shane, I love you.
I thought you didn't like Shane.
I don't. You gotta pander to the community, man.
Okay. So let's see. I really like the nickname, or no, I like the multitude of variations. Sean, and Deshaun.
Okay.
You got Sean, and Deshaun.
Look, it goes across better in text.
You got Sean, and Deshaun.
Deshaun. Sorry. All right.
You can say it, not me.
Yeah, I am half black, so. All right. So, any other questions?
I have a question about why didn't you format this differently? It's just straight up a paragraph. Well, this was a narrative, correct?
Right. So it wouldn't really make sense to be formatted, I think, because the way I looked at his examples and based this one off, there was no formatting done. So yeah.
I like how you kind of went throughout his life in the later half there, about 23 to not getting married to dying.
I mean, life does end with death, in case you guys didn't know that. But yeah, that's kind of what it starts off when he's a young child and his family's destroying him to when he dies alone.
So you're saying a name can scar you for life?
Yeah, it's actually true. Think about it. Like,
I'd change my name if it was really that bad. But
obviously, Shane's a big exaggeration. But there's names out there that parents, put no effort into. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's gonna wrap up our going over these poems.
Yeah, this is the final exam, so we'd like a good grade, solid 100 out of 100.
That I don't know if I don't think it's out of 100.
It's out of like 300, but okay. Mr. Schiff, if you're watching this was meant for you, and if yeah, there's 2 cameras. So. Yeah. So yeah, I think we'll end it here. This will be the last video for the. episodes. Yeah. Alright, so we actually have like 1 or 2 minutes to vacate the premises. In case you didn't notice, we're in a different room with the crappier quality everywhere.
Yeah, we have actually less than 1 minute to wrap this up. So,
Alright,
and save our files. Alright, thank you, Mr. Schiff, for watching. If you did watch this, actually, that's impressive. Hopefully you get an A.
If not, would you like to tell us what we didn't do right? That'd be great. Because we like to improve in life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so that's it for today, and bye-bye.